I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels.
Week 32, it went from being super sunny and warm to snowy, and now I'm kind of sick because of all this crazy freaky weather. On Monday, I had to say goodbye to Martin. He officially flew to Hong Kong and got the hell out of Germany and is now rocking that whole internship thing. Tuesday after work, I was able to meet with Beto, who I hadn't seen since graduation, basically. I met with Beto and some of his friends at a place called Billy Wilder's on Potsdamer Platz. Beto and I were able to catch up, talk about everything that's been going on for the past 8 months or so, see how he's doing, how I'm doing, and it was just really nice to catch up and give him a big old hug and say, "Hey Beto, what's up?" Know what I mean? Wednesday was a big day. I recorded the pilot episode of Slackline TV, Forgiven Slacklines. If you guys remember from way back in August, when I was in Bregenz, Austria, I had met up with all the slackliners and this and that, and it turned into, well, sort of a job. Now I am vlogging for Slackline TV as well as this right here, so if you guys want to check that out, you can do that also. I felt the pilot went well. Very excited to see what's going to go on with it, how it's going to run, and really what kind of a following we'll get, so stay tuned for that news. Thursday, I did something really cool. I met up with Becca, Felix, and Alex, and we saw a sneak preview of a movie, which isn't released in theaters yet, but they kind of, you know, test the movie out on audiences, and you can write your feedback and put it in this little box and stuff. It's a new movie with Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe. Honestly, I don't remember the name of the movie. This is kind of sad. You guys can Google it. The movie was It was Friday, finally the weekend came. Busted out the doors of work and I was like, "Woo! Holla freaking Luya!" Hopped on a train and headed to Roadtrip, Germany, which is where Alyssa and Carly live and work and go to school and yada yada yada. At the Hauptbahnhof, Karl and Ashley picked me up, gave Ashley a big old hug, gave Karl a big old hug. Not that I had ever met Karl, but I've heard so much about him that I was like, we're like basically friends already. You don't even know. Karl is Carly and Alyssa's tutor. He used to be a PP but on the German side, so he was in America for a year. After a cute little wine night, Friday night, with some of Carly and Alyssa's friends and, well, a gang. Talked a lot about American spring break and if we really use red Solo cups. I swear that's a real thing. Solo cups, beer pong, all that jazz. For all of my international viewers out there, it is a real thing and it rocks. Saturday, woke up at 7:30 a.m. bright and early in order to head to Szczecin, Poland. I probably pronounced that totally wrong. Sorry, Ashley. I know you've been trying to teach me Polish this past weekend and I've been sucking. The car ride over there, of course, was super road trip style. We sang songs, ate snacks, drank Coke right out of the bottle because we're all friends like that. Karl drove all 4 of us. We get to Szczecin and eat these traditional Polish fried dough burrito kind things that are like stuffed with meat and cheese and mushrooms, whatever really you want to stuff it with. Heart attack in a roll? Sure, but delicious? Definitely. The cool thing about Szczecin is that there is this 7-kilometer red trail you can follow. It's basically a line that like goes throughout the entire city and you can follow it and see every site of the city, like the churches, the castle, and all this other stuff. At some points it was pretty sketchy. It's like, oh, are they just leading all the tourists to this one little under the bridge place where we can all get mugged and they can take our money? Nothing like that happened. Got this awesome view of the city from the top of this church. You could see everything. It was gorgeous. We also saw this giant horse statue, which was great because it led us to the awesome restaurant that we ate at. It was, well, extremely Polish, which is exactly what we were looking for. Did I mention that everything in Poland is really cheap? The exchange rate for euros is €1 to 4 Polish złote. Side note, these are the 2 Polish words I know. Złote, which means, you know, the money, and dziękuję, which means thank you. Took me about 10 tries to really get that dziękuję, but then I broke it down. It's kind of like Jen, cool, yeah? Say it really fast in what you think is Polish accent, like dziękuję. Boom, you have thank you in Polish. You're welcome. You're speaking another language now. Thank you, Ashley, for being our teacher, our Polish teacher. Back to the restaurant. We got an extremely delicious, super cheap meal. I had this garlic soup, beef medallion with French fries and a tomato salad with a side of beer. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It was the perfect meal to fill our tummies to get back into the car to head to Rostock. Hey, this will be easy. We just came here today. We'll remember the way back. Got lost for 40 minutes. It's not like we didn't have a map. Okay, we didn't have Google Maps. We had a physical map. They're really hard to read, especially when the map you have of the city doesn't match any of the street names that are actually in existence today. I guess after the Pope died, they renamed all the streets after the Pope and all his great things, and so the map we had did not match the actual city landscape. Unfortunately, there was a crazy snowstorm on our way home, and Karl said at one point he was really scared because it was really slippery, but we were all knocked out in the car, so he kind of just, I guess did his own little prayer thing. We made it back to Rostock, went to Alyssa's, had some pre-game drinks, and had to go out because it was Alyssa's birthday at midnight. Happy birthday, Alyssa. I'm glad we had a good time at a place called LT Club. People were kind of a little bit strange, people touching butts and things like that, and they're like strangers, and I'm like, get your hand off my butt. Who the hell are you? Besides that, if you were just chilling with your friends, we were dancing, having a good time. Took a cab ride home because the snowstorm was incredible. The snow was about a foot deep by the time we got home, and trudged through the snow up to Alyssa's apartment and totally knocked out. Had a very relaxing Sunday, celebrating Alyssa's birthday by bumming around, baking cakes, and cooking. By the time Ashley and I got to the train station, the train was delayed way too long for me to be able to catch my connection. Therefore, I had to take Ersatzverkehrbus, which means bus that replaces the train route to Berlin because, well, of all the snow on the train tracks. So I was happy to finally get home. Alright guys, here it is. You know what's coming up. It is the week in review. You were telling me don't read the classified card.
Yeah, and then I'm going to tell you on the green card, have your player to the left read it, okay?
That's really racist, asking me if I have a green card.
It's a video.
Oh yes, it's a video.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir, it's a video. Now, this is what happens when you underestimate your staring contest opponent.
I won! I thought she was going to be a... I thought you could have
All of us just hanging out, having a good time at Alyssa's apartment, and this is exactly the city that we're going to in Poland.
I've got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's all around. So here's a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me? You gotta listen carefully. We got them in the face who likes it in your face. You got Chillick MC who likes it on an easy read. Doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. As for me, you'll see. Everybody down and one each other around. Everybody down and one each other around.
Wait, what's the problem, Alyssa?
Oh, the hoof goes down to the supermarket and get something from the Walmart. Then go get my juice on. It's a pasta. Yeah.
Alyssa's not a fan of country music, but we are. Now let's choose the perfect song. Oh, wait, think we found one.
Than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. This is more than just the eye. Inside. And I'm just a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? We are in love. Haven't you heard? Now we rock each other's world. That's the best part. If you want to go into
Ready?
Are we in Poland? Yeah! Wait, are we in Poland?
Almost.
What a false alarm. Spirit breaker, man. But... We're finally in Poland! Woo! What we've been waiting for all of Saturday. So here we are. Here's some buildings as we drive by into the mall.
Go.
Oh no, now it's only 3 of us now.
Oh no, we
Oh
think...
no, where are they?
Where are they? Where are Carly and Ashley? I think they got hijacked
They
in
got
Poland.
taken.
They got taken.
Where's Liam Neeson?
Taken!
Thank God they came back. That was scary.
Say the name of the city we're in.
We're in Szczecin.
Just say Szczecin.
Szczecin.
And now say thank you.
Hey, there's a third one.
Dziękuję.
Thanks, Ashley. Now I know how to say those things. Here are those crazy dumpling things, burrito we ate at the mall.
What's the name of it, Carly? Ashley, what's the name of this? Pastecik. It's yum.
Now we're finally on our 7-kilometer trail, following it to all the wonderful sights of this beautiful Polish city. As you can see, we're at the castle now. This is the courtyard, the small courtyard. I'm trying to teach Alyssa how to use the focus on the camera. Now we're looking at the big courtyard of the castle, and this is a museum ticket we paid for that was totally not what we wanted to see. Good thing it was only €1. Now, finally, we're in the castle rooms. We got to see 2 of them. Whoa!
Hey, where are you from? I like your sword.
That's my girl, always doing work. Here, we're following the red trail again, and we make it to Old Town Square. What pretty colorful buildings. It was so cute. Here is the, well, red trail. That's exactly what I was talking about. And this is a church where we got an awesome view. Now we're in the elevator on the way up, and it even tells you how many meters high you're going and all that stuff. This is the view from the top. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see the river running through the city. So many colors. And inside the church, of course, this is a scary alleyway I was thinking about us getting mugged in, but all was just fine. It led us to this nice little thing. This is the oldest working theater ever.
How big are those balls? As big as Sam's head for sure. 2 of Sam's head.
Yeah, definitely 2 Sam's heads.
So we're talking about the balls. Can I? Oh, we can't see it.
What?
Because the lighting is off. Ladies, I have one question for you. Would you do the horse?
No. No.
Not even Alyssa?
If I was another horse, hell yeah.
Hope too many kids aren't watching the show. This is where we ate dinner. See this lovely Polish restaurant? The food was delicious, but they served our beers with straws. Ashley swears she has never seen that in Poland before. You know what you do see? Beer and condoms.
This is what Samantha wears under her pants.
These are my underpants, my double pants. Because it's cold here in, I was going to say America. But we're not there. In fact, we're in a town called Germany. And in Germany it's cold. And in Rostock it's even colder. So these are my protection pants. For protection against all types of things I need to battle. Like cold, wind, snow, men, Ashley. Things like this.
Alyssa's over here dying.
So wear your double pants. Get protection. You don't want anything crawling up where it shouldn't.
It's like a public service announcement from like Hillbilly Bob Goes to Europe.
It's the party.
Oh God, I'm 23 now.
Oh my God, it's midnight! Ah! Get over here! Happy birthday to you!
Happy freaking birthday, Alyssa! The song continued, but I didn't want you to continue to go through that pain of my awful singing. So here's it to saving you, you know?